Hi guys, do you know that Influxdays call for papers are now open? If you want to know more, well, I have here on my whiteboard a couple of more information. For example, I did a presentation last year. It was good. It did allow me to share all my thoughts with the community, and I just want to highlight a couple of ideas, couple of concepts that I noticed during that time at Influxdays last year in 2020. So, for example, if we just start over here, what we can learn, what we can leverage from Influxdays. We are going to get all the information, all the news around what's new around Influx, about Telegraph, about Chronograph, a lot of information that will happen during Influx Days, same as it happened during 2020, and of course some product releases and so on and so forth. So I will just, for that only reason, I will recommend it to you to attend to Influx Days. What's the second reason that it can be good for you to attend Influx Days? It will be over here. You see, at the end is just to gain more knowledge. The knowledge might be around the different use cases. It might be around ideas that you get through through talking with the community, or just through the sessions. And I cannot stress enough how much knowledge you will get after this free conference, which that's another big point, which is absolutely free and online. The third point over here, it's around the community, right? So the community, of course, this is not the same as it was a couple of years ago back in London or back in San Francisco, where all the community gathered together into the hall, and you could share your experiences, even do hackathons and everything in real life. That it's unfortunate not the correct moment to do, but anyways, during 2020, the Influx Days, the Slack channel of Influxdata, it was absolutely mental. It was just so busy. A lot of people there sharing around around the announcements, around the use cases, around the feedback for the presentations. It was just great. It was one of the busiest Slack channel that I've seen on my life. Busy on a good way anyway. So it was a lot of community there, and it was good to see a lot of other people and the use cases that they're doing with Influxdata. And then the final is, you can find it just over here, around here, and it's around the learning around the specific use cases. So I did learn a lot around, for example, over here around monitoring and the Internet of Things. It was a lot of conferences and a lot of sessions around that. So particularly myself, I learned around that, how people are using Influxdata around the whole IoT. And as well, for example, over here, just about how to monitor your infrastructure, your servers, your Kubernetes, VMware, Apaches, Nginx. It was a lot of sessions around those specific topics. And once again, just going to the second point that I did mention, within these use cases, you are going just to learn a lot and get a lot of ideas. Finally, over here, the third point is around APIs. That's another use case. I did present on this specific use case of the APIs, consuming APIs, just extracting, reading the JSON, parsing that JSON, saving it into InfluxDB, and then later on showing it with your preferred dashboarding system. That was absolutely great session. I recommend it to you to go to YouTube and check it. But anyways, the call for papers of Influx Days, it's open. The event is going to be over here, you see, on the 18th and 19th of May. This is the Influx Days, the EMEA, but the call for papers, it's open today. It can change your life. It can change the path of your career, but the best thing to do really is about sharing your use case. What are you doing with Influxdata, with Telegraph, Chronograph? What are you doing with this specific software? Please, if you have that idea, I encourage you to go to Influx Days on Google and then register and submit your call for paper. Thanks.